yeah, Coco Jumbo, yeah, Coco Jumbo, yeah, ew.
Pick me
up, put me down,
Subscribe
place my
to
feet
disrespect.
back on the ground. Huh? What?
Nothing. Everything normal here today, my friend. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 219 of the JARCAST. I'm your host, Dr. Posdact, joined by my brother Jamie.
Yo, what is up?
And as always, last but not least, the Golden Freddy himself, James.
Good afternoon.
Thanks, James. Thanks.
Dr. Posdact in the house, woo!
Come on. So we've had a busy week this last week, you know.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Just so much stuff going on as always, you know. It's been a eclectic time, especially for us JAR Media members. Let's just say this might not be the first attempt at episode 219.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Shadow episode, Jim.
Shadow, oh. Yeah, like we sort of inadvertently we came across a shadow dimension, as it were.
A rift.
A rift in the timeline.
So us right now, we're like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
In this episode that we attempted on Wednesday, because it's Friday for us now, we were more like Shadow the Hedgehog in that episode.
Yeah.
A bit off, you know. Wasn't quite right, potentially. So what actually happened was we got together. We normally record these on Wednesdays just to bring that curtain back a bit.
It works for all of our timetables.
Yeah, and it gives us enough time to edit it and stuff. But this Wednesday, something different happened. It
was cursed from the beginning.
It was a cursed day. James had car troubles. I probably had diarrhea.
No, but we broke the JAR covenant. We went against the very founding fathers, the very foundation of JAR Media.
Yeah,
we broke that, and we reaped the consequences, the punishments from the divine JAR gods.
Mm-hmm.
We felt it. We broke it.
What did we break?
We watched GTA win compilations before we recorded.
No, it's just we've just acknowledged it at this point. If the YouTube videos come on before we record, it's over.
Yeah.
It's just gonna fall apart.
Mm-hmm. It's taken us how many years to learn the procedure.
The 2 golden rules.
Yeah.
No YouTube videos. Eat.
Yeah. If we don't do any of them,
which is more important?
Eating.
I think eating's more important.
Because if we don't eat, we get really fucking shit episodes. Really shit ones.
Uh-huh.
And if the YouTube video... But if we watch YouTube videos, most of the time we don't even record. So I don't know what's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do that thing where we're like sat there watching YouTube videos for hour upon hour, and it gets to like 3+ hours, and we're like, we could have done it and then some in this time.
Uh-huh.
We could have done 3 JARCasts, but no, we've been watching these GTA challenge
but the
videos.
thing is, those videos are actually like really good.
They're addictive.
I've been thinking this lately, like, you know, it's cool to like give YouTube shit and everything for being its monolithic YouTube, you know, overlord video platform that it is, right?
Yeah.
You have to give the algorithm something sometimes, because it does recommend you videos based on the shit you want to see. Like, there's a channel that I discovered recently that I'll talk about in a minute. That like the algorithm fed me. It's gone from snake videos to fucking Lego videos to, well, I'll reveal what I've discovered.
I'd just
shortly.
like to say I would have agreed with you up until recently.
Oh, has it changed for you? Well, should we talk about this in a minute then when I bring it back?
Yeah, sure.
I don't want to get any deep before we acknowledge the patrons. This cast is brought to you by the JAR Media Patreon. We've got different tiers if you want to help us out. Growing nicely, makes the audio version possible, and there are other benefits. Head over there, check it out. Support us if you feel like. And if you don't want to support us, that's fine. Just, you know, you can rate us on iTunes, smack the like or dislike. If you're not liking it, you can dislike it. The secret many people don't know is
any interaction.
If you're interacting with a video, we're winning. So even if you hate JAR Media, fucking come here,
dislike the
come
fuck out of
watch.
us.
Tell all your friends who hate JAR Media, come here, start just disliking it.
Yeah, please.
And do it.
Winning.
Don't just do it on one video. Do it on many.
Yeah, just go on the JAR Media playlist. Just go through all of it. Dislike.
Yeah, like or dislike, subscribe or unsubscribe, subscribe. After unsubscribing, etc. etc.
Make a playlist and leave it playing in your background all day, every day. You know.
Yeah. Pay for YouTube Premium so that you can have videos playing while your phone isn't on YouTube, and then just have jar playing.
Yeah.
For weeks upon years upon.
Just have it in the
decades.
background permanently.
Yeah.
Housekeeping.
Oh,
Before we get into the real juicy stuff, we have some feedback to talk about from the last episode.
We have some
topics.
We have some fucking hate mail, and
Oh, there's always hate mail.
Oh, it's
you can't
terrible.
make YouTube videos without there being some in there. First off, last episode we talked about how I've opened a PO box now. The address is in the description if you want to check that out. There was a comment left by Dylan Bow and a few others saying, I really love the PO box edition, but is this really the best idea during a global pandemic? I have thought about this, obviously. So whenever I go collect the parcels, which I'll start doing next week, just so there's enough time for a couple things to arrive, whatever, see what's up. I'll go collect it, and then I guess I'll store it in my garage for a couple days. I was looking it up earlier, actually, how many days it can live on, like cardboard and paper, and it's like 2-3 days or something like that. So that's one way to avoid that.
Well, what I've heard is an item, if you're going to quarantine an item, 48 hours.
Yeah,
does the trick.
Basically what it says.
But
So I'll just chuck them in the garage.
If you're gonna just like disinfect it anyway, you're gonna be safe. If you're anti-backing everything when you do get it, because even if you don't leave it for 48 hours, it's still gonna be pretty okay.
Yeah, and I mean, if anything, it's the government's fault if we fall ill, because they're the ones that have the Royal Mail active as usual.
Royalty mail,
Yeah, royalty-free music.
On that, I've noticed. Just I've been buying things recently, including takeaways, and there's one thing I've noticed that people are either really good with it, or a lot of people will knock on the door, instantly put the parcel down and run away. So if you're not in, they've left the parcel on your doorstep. It's like, fuck. Yeah. Someone could just take that, and when you're ordering like expensive shit in here and there, it's like,
yeah.
But even in takeaways, they're not even like dropping it on the floor; they're just giving it to you. Like it's
already becoming lax. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
And it's like in other parts of the world, but I've heard recently there's like there's they're really strict on it still, and there's punishments for going against what you've been told, and here we are.
Well, yeah, I saw semi recently New Zealand has started charging people for not wearing face masks on public transport. We don't have anything like that here. We're way more lax for that kind of thing.
No, the whole thing here is do it maybe, but if you don't want, then okay.
No, we're not going to stop you, mate.
It's kind of a joke.
It is.
Macaroni Cheese has some slightly better news for us. Hello, Mingers. Internet historian used the Sandy picture in his latest video. Cringe. I'm pretty sure... Didn't Ruben investigate this or something, and he found out like that his editor or something watches Jar, and he sneaks Jar memes in some of his videos? Because there's one or two other videos.
Yeah, with James.
James is in one. I'm pretty sure Ruben's in one. So that's a cute little... I like the idea of, taking over from the inside out, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah.
If you connect with the editors, these YouTubers have to make these videos somehow. They're not going to edit it themselves.
No,
YouTube isn't about making your own content anymore. It's about like building a business. So
yeah,
it's all about.
I'd say expect Jar to be in control of PewDiePie's videos in the next 5-10 years.
Yeah, we're like Marvel reference just to bring it back around. Little Hydra with the Hydra of YouTube. There you go. But yeah, that was a nice little surprise to see the Sandy in there. At first, I got to admit, I was a bit scared because I wasn't sure what form the picture was used in the video. Because I'm frightened of someone stealing the Sandy image and taking it as theirs. I'm quite protective over it,
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
so
it's ours.
I was ready to go to war, honestly. Like I was ready to go down, 3-hour exposed video.
Yeah, it would sort of be like that movie 300.
Yeah.
Because we're like the really tough, sort of cool, strong good guys.
We are the 300.
We're the 3. We're the 3.
The 3.
We're each worth 100.
Yeah, 100% of effort going into everything we create.
Someone's name I'm about to butcher left a comment. Guilherme Medeiros, Sorry, they're from Brazil. So, about the capital of Brazil, Brasilia, because we're mocking Brazil's capital.
Yeah, we were.
Last episode. Yes, it is shitty and lazy. I agree as a fellow Brazilian. It was built in the 50s to be the capital. It is not a city that became a capital. Before Brasilia, we've had Salvador, Rio de Janeiro, and Sao Paulo as capital of our country. And for some dumb reason, the government thought it would be a better idea to build a fucking city in the middle of a desert away from every other major part of the country. But I think that there are some cases where the laziness was even bigger. The capital of some states have the same name as the state itself.
Yes,
so you have Rio de Janeiro, the city that belongs to the state of Rio de Janeiro. That's ridiculous. So if you say I'm going to Rio, people have no clue if you mean the state or the city. And very often you have to say, I'm going to Rio, which is stupid. Just imagine that the capital of London is London and try to imagine the implications. That is ridiculous. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, that is...
No, it is, because I think I've seen like the postal address and it's Rio de Janeiro, like something. Rio de Janeiro. It's just
Rio.
Yeah.
That's stupid, but it's really good publicity for the movie Rio.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Anne
Hathaway.
Yeah. Yeah, Facebook.
I remember for some reason, in the UK we have a streaming service called like Now TV or some shit.
Yeah, it's like a Sky.
Yeah, it's owned by Sky. Yeah. But for some reason they had this like, maybe they were like linked to like the Xbox console or something. There was like an app. There was something. For some reason I had to watch a movie on Now TV to like win something or be awarded something. And I just searched for the shortest movie I could, and it was Rio. So I just put Rio on, switched it off, just let it stream, and it went through the whole movie. And then whatever it was, I was awarded maybe some points for something. I don't know what the fuck it like was, but I did do that.
So you've never seen Rio?
That's one that is even looks too shit for me to watch.
And you call yourself a film critic on YouTube and you haven't seen Rio?
I know, it's a high bar. We got to address the bacon issue. Last episode, a literal third of the episode was just...
We spent a lot of time to reach the agreement that we like the same bacon.
We were talking about bacon for a disgusting amount of time, and of course, most of the comments are just about bacon, to be honest.
Well, they should be. Bacon is
important. Says, I'll defend James to my dying breath on the bacon texture issue. Jack Diamond, alternatively, said, oh my gosh, James, fine... Oh no, he agrees with him. Finally someone else who says that crispy bacon isn't that great. I prefer soft with a slight bit of crisp and not too salty, but that brings up the question of how much salt that James likes on his pork products. I hate Christmas ham made entirely of salt. How do people eat that stuff?
Well, I would say that, just really salty food is quite bad in general. I'm not a big fan of
in
salt.
terms of what? Flavour?
No, just like... It gets to the point when there's too much salt and it just becomes a bit...
Well, yeah, something can be too salty, but I think the salt is delicious.
Yes.
Salty things are delicious.
They can be.
More often than not, salty things are delicious.
You're going to have to give me a list of what salty things you're on about.
Popcorn.
No. Toffee popcorn's way better.
No, you're stuck in fucking 2012. Popcorn.
No.
Basically all meat. Pasta.
Pasta I would agree with.
But you don't want pasta to taste salty though.
No, but it needs salt.
No, but you need to be able to taste salt.
Yeah, you put salt in the water.
No, here's the Master Chef plan. Make food, add salt. That's all it takes.
Pepper.
If you add the right amount of salt, then food tastes good.
It can be a bit of a crutch though. And it's not good for you either.
No, that's the thing. It's bad for you, but it's delicious. Like everything else in the world.
Yeah, just like everything good.
Yeah, everything good, including salt. I love salt.
Crispy bacon. Like Waluigi Jumpman says, I have to agree with James on this one. Crispy bacon is rank. But then, flipping to the other side, Verwick Lickbar says, James is the perfect example for why British cuisine sucks balls.
We're all British here, so...
And to be honest, the food I hate the most is British food.
Is that right?
Like shepherd's pie, cottage pie. Come on, they're fucking shit.
The idea of them is shit, but they can be made well.
Yeah.
And they can
I
be
used to
delicious.
hate shepherd's pie, but I grew to really like it.
Yeah, it's because I inherently associate those meals with like school dinner versions of them, which to me is just so fucking right.
I can safely say I've like had them once, and I'll never have them again.
But like a properly cooked one with like really top-notch ingredients and like someone who knows what they're doing.
If you like knew an actual shepherd and he made a pie, you'd probably think his pie is pretty good.
Yeah, because there'll be border collies I can play with, so I'll be like...
Casey Clark says, sorry, but bacon absolutely has to be crispy. Soft, fatty, undercooked bacon is disgusting.
No, but that's where we're drawing the line. We're not talking about undercooked bacon here. We all agree that's bad.
That is an aspect of bacon because bacon always has fat on it.
Yeah, but...
And that fat needs to be crispy, otherwise it's inedible. It's horrible.
No, because there's a perfect level to it. If you had some of my bacon, you'd be like, James... Oh, actually, there's something here that I forgot about.
What?
How you cook the bacon. That massively depends on how it actually tastes.
Grill it.
I don't grill it.
How do you do it?
Yeah, I grill it.
Frying pan. Just
the objectively worst way.
No, I'd say that's better because then it cooks properly and it's not undercooked or soft, but it's not
No, but grilling
crispy.
it cooks it really well every time. Much easier.
I've made some banging bacon on the frying pan and it's never been too crispy.
Bacon off at some point. Bacon off in the kitchen.
Seth,
yeah, but you stick yours in the oven and let it do its thing. I've actually got to
grill.
cook it. Yeah, you stick it in the grill, it does its thing. You don't do anything. You put it on for X amount of time.
You stick it in the grill, you got to flip it and shit.
It's more of an expertise with the frying pan.
No, it's not.
Anyway, bacon's shit anyway, so why would you eat it?
Seth's going to end this bacon topic off with, James wasn't being very fair with the bacon. I don't like bacon at all, but he kept saying, which would you prefer? Nice, perfectly cooked bacon or burnt, solid as a rock, teeth-shattering bacon?
That's
Also, Google defines crispy as, of food, typically cooked food, having a pleasantly firm, dry, and brittle surface or texture.
Brittle.
So, by the very definition of crispy bacon is the
No.
perfectly cooked level of firmness. What's he talking about?
You don't want brittle bacon.
What he kept talking about is just burnt bacon.
No, brittle bacon. Brittle bacon's not burnt. That's brittle. You don't want brittle bacon.
What was this guy's name? Or gals?
This was Seth.
Seth.
No, because
thank you, Seth. I think what Seth says here has sort of just debunked your entire argument.
Okay, sure. Seth's debunked me, but at the end of the day, we were arguing what was actually crispy. Is what we were arguing about, and crispy is not.
To be honest, I don't actually know what we're arguing about at this point. It just seems like we're just.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because
as long as we're saying words, then we're good.
No, because bacon shit, sausages are better. That's it. You
Anyway.
can't. You're not going to argue about crispy sausages. Boom.
Athena says the first episode I got to witness the release of only got into the podcast recently, and it's this. I love it.
The bacon one.
I guess that was their first episode, yeah.
Yeah. Happy bacon.
And finally, Fraser Sutherland's going to end this section saying, what have I?
But more than one, at least 3.
You know, guys, speaking of British cuisine, I hopped in and I tried some fresh, new, trending product in the UK, which is kind of the perfect amalgamation of, I guess a bit of American cuisine, if you count like the, chain restaurant pizza with Papa John's. It's an American thing, isn't it? Combine that with British breakfast. What do you get? You get the fucking all-day breakfast pizza or whatever the fuck they call it.
The all-day breakfast pizza is what they do call it.
And basically what it is, it's just a pizza, but they put Heinz beans on it, sausage, bacon. Potato tots.
Just a shit potato. Basically.
They're called tater tots.
And mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever buy that.
The only reason I bought it was so I could mention it now.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it wasn't bad. Because the main thing for me, out of all those ingredients, the only one that throws me off being on a pizza is the beans.
Yeah.
But then it got me thinking, hang on a minute. Bread, cheese, both go amazingly well with beans.
Pizza
Not
must
the
go beans.
I think it's worthwhile to say that the whole world wouldn't agree with you.
The whole world wouldn't, but I'm sorry, they're wrong. This beans on toast hate thing is stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree.
These people who are shit at making beans on toast take a picture of it and they mock it on Twitter. Like, look at these fucking... You can do that with any meal. You can make a simplistic, shitty version of it. And also, sometimes the simplicity is what's good about it. So fucking beans on toast, like...
Yeah.
Mate, eating a pot noodle.
The amount of times I've had beans on toast And it's a meal where even if you do make it as shit as these people on Twitter have made it, it tastes good.
Yeah.
No,
Like
no.
What do they have against beans?
No, I'd straight up say...
I think it's fair to say it's racist.
Yeah.
No,
to be against beans in
I'm
that.
going to call you out. When you have the most simplest, like, beans on toast being, like, shit fucking stale, like, shit bread, shit beans, nothing else, that is shit.
Yeah. No one's going to disagree with that.
Yeah,
But I mean,
They're criticising the concept, though, saying that putting beans on bread is inherently gross. When I say, well,
It's
don't we
not.
put beans with, like, fucking every other type of food?
You can do that with everything, though. If you make it to the most simple level, it's always going to be
Wait,
like
hold up.
shit.
So, Americans eat a lot of Mexican food.
Right.
What's a Mexican food, for example? A burrito.
Beans.
What's a burrito? It's
Cheese, beans.
Yeah, cheese,
beans.
beans, rice, wrapped in what? Bread. In a wrap.
This is what I mean.
Which is bread.
Is it because
you're having beans with bread
sauce? But like tomatoey flavours go well with bread.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like cheese and tomato toasty, for example. A cheese and tomato cooking subber, if you will.
And it's pretty ironic too, some of the shit you can like buy in America. You come over here making fun of our beans on toast.
Yeah. When you're out here eating fucking golden fucking
cheese in a tube or whatever.
Green loops or whatever they eat for breakfast. Fucking marshmallows with milk. Fuck off, you cunts. Marshmallows with milk.
Marshmallows and milk is actually pretty tasty.
It doesn't... It may be tasty, but it makes you disgusting.
Yes. When they soak up all the fucking milk and they're like this pudgy fucking milk-filled marshmallow. Fuck.
But yeah, again, still, I don't think I would ever buy that pizza.
I went to buy it today, actually. I did, I went to the Papa John's app and I couldn't find it. Otherwise, I would have tried it.
I'm not going to rush back to buy any. I'm not like craving this pizza. I'm glad I tried it. And it's just done. It's just a chapter of my life over. And now it's documented too. As long as this didn't fucking
Was
fail.
that the end of the latest chapter of your life?
Yeah.
That was like the
final,
signature.
the last page in the journal.
Yeah.
Before I have to buy a new journal. Okay, let's talk about something pretty interesting then.
You mean
right.
uninteresting?
Let's talk about this YouTube channel then that I've kind of teased earlier.
Oh yeah, you've cock teased us with that.
Just as a little. What do you expect it to be about, first of all?
Something really bizarre.
Dinosaurs, Lego, snakes.
Wrong. This is a fresh thing. This is a new one.
Okay, shoot.
I've been watching this channel called JCS Criminal Psychology. I found them because I was searching up the Prince Andrew of British royalty himself.
Oh dear.
I was watching the infamous interview with him, which, like, if you haven't seen that,
I've heard it's especially like fuck.
We watched it, didn't we?
did we?
Yeah, we did. And because it was the first time I'd seen it, and it was just like, I think it was on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
No, I was saying to you that, like, satire's like dead to me.
yeah, because real life has become a joke.
Yeah, you watch this video and it's like, what? Like, the people that are put away, they're like fighting against the court system, trying to fucking like stay out of prison, even if they've like haven't fucking done it. And this fucking motherfucker, this creep, this saying that he can't sweat and that he's too honourable and shit like this.
If anything, I'm too.
I haven't actually seen the interview. I probably should.
Yeah,
It's fascinating.
I always expect these kind of videos to be boring, but they are fascinating.
Yeah.
These people that think like they are in the right no matter what, because they're in this.
Well, it's
position
not even that
above
necessarily.
everyone
It's that they know they can lie and never get in trouble for it. They can just say whatever they want and there's no
else.
consequence
But I think
to their actions.
I genuinely think they believe that they have done no wrong.
Right.
Like they are
That's
that.
hard to know.
They're that fucked up.
Well, the thing that makes me think otherwise from that is that this YouTube channel I'm talking about, it is about the psychology. So the example I'm talking about is this Prince Andrew thing. They like break down the body language of the video, just like even like rudimentary like body language kind of stuff. Anyone could fucking read that this guy is guilty as anything.
Yeah, like if you've played LA Noire, then you know that this
It's genuinely, yeah. I think he makes a gag in the video like if this was in a drama, the director would say tone it down, like at least give the audience some reason to believe they're not a monster.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing about that, he didn't even tell the Queen. He like organised the whole interview in Buckingham Palace and just didn't even tell the fucking Queen.
Really?
Yeah, that's how like confident he was that he was gonna like fucking save the day, and then boom, he didn't.
But there's actual evidence of him. There's like evidence. There's a photograph of him with one of the girls, and the girl is alive. She says that it happened. She's alive, and confirming it and everything.
Yeah,
but that's
like,
one. I think she was 17 in that photo, which is more is not as bad as some of the other stuff. But
she was trafficked, though.
Yes, obviously. But then
which is surely an undeniable fact.
yes,
Yeah,
And he was seen with her
yes,
when she was being trafficked.
yes.
and there's this quite good Netflix documentary, like if you just search Epstein on Netflix, it'll come up, where it goes through like the whole story of what he did. It's nightmarish. But this YouTube channel, though, I've started going down this rabbit hole because it's these really well put together videos, just going through these insane crimes. Like one of them was this woman, sort of middle-aged woman. She was a cop, and it was in a vicinity in America somewhere where over the decades, like the crime had kind of lowered, so they were going back into old cases,
Right.
and seeing if they could pick anything up to try and boost their numbers. And so they went back to an old case, which was someone's wife being murdered, and it basically transpired that it was like one of the cops, who was like the ex to the husband whose wife was killed, and in a fit of rage, like went and killed the wife, and then blamed, like, she just said, yeah, like a couple of black people came in and killed him, whatever, and ran away. I think she might have said Mexican actually, but so it was just buried for like decades. But then they actually got the footage of them like catching her in the station. They've got like a secret camera recording her, and they go through like the language of the way these like detectives like have to really carefully like dismantle someone and get them to admit it, because as soon as they say lawyer, like it's over for them pretty much. So you got to try and get people to admit things without leading them on to think. But this is a cop as well, so she kind of knows. It's fucking intense. I can't believe it.
That sounds insane.
Yeah, it is. And you like, if you have any level of empathy, it's like such a like, you're on the edge of your seat, like just freaking out for the woman, even though it's like, it's just such a weird scenario.
No, because that is a scary thing when it comes to police officers who think they have their person, but they're wrong. Because I remember seeing this video.
One, they actually had DNA evidence. They had a match. They knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, they needed a confession.
I think that practice is dangerous. Because I've seen footage of someone that was totally innocent being interviewed by like detectives.
Right.
And they are wording stuff in a way to make this person frame themselves as guilty.
Right.
When they haven't done anything.
I'm sure it happens. I mean,
it's
example you're talking about.
It's a mind game. Like if you're being interrogated for a crime, they're trying to fuck your mind. It's a mind fuck.
Well, they're trying to catch you out, so they get you to like establish a timeline, then they keep questioning it in different ways, getting to you repeat things, and they like read your body language and the different ways you respond to try and get some consistency and like. Yeah, it's really interesting.
No, it is fascinating. Like
that's JCS Criminal Psychology YouTube, if you want to check that out. It's genuinely worth a watch. In other news, going back to kind of Marvel stuff. Sorry, James, but we got to at least mention it, I reckon, about Chadwick Boseman. Just tragically, I woke up in the morning, looked at my phone, and I had a notification from Twitter, and was like, "What?
Yeah, no.
Is that who I think?" Like it didn't like make sense to me.
I didn't even see because obviously you get most of your news on Twitter. We all got a minute. You go on the fucking time, but I didn't go on there. I was literally scrolling through my feed and I saw his last post about it, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Because I saw no news about it, so I was like, fuck,
no,
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this goes up, this is kind of older news, but like it's probably worth mentioning.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, like you said. You always think of these people, like especially the Marvel cast.
Well, they're superheroes, yeah.
Yeah, they're superheroes. They're above all this. They can't die from cancer.
But don't you think
then-
it was cool how he did keep it as like a secret, so like it wasn't even.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
You think the amount of woes he
the,
did.
the disgusting thing you see is when like it was one of those like top 10 fucking film channels.
Oh, was it Screen Rant?
Yeah, Scream Rant. Like, can Black Panther continue
Yes, yeah,
without?
yeah.
It's like, fuck you. This guy literally died a day or two
Mhm.
ago, and that's what you're thinking about.
And he was the character, you know.
Yeah,
Like he is Black Panther, you know.
yeah. No, totally. Like, I've got my problems with that movie, but
Yeah, but because the true story is in Civil War, in which that character's
Yeah.
sick. I
Yeah, he's
really like
awesome,
that story,
and
and he's good.
that
in,
actor, I've never seen him do a bad performance.
Mhm.
He's done that movie 72. That was about the racism in baseball.
Yeah.
I've wanted to watch that.
Yeah, he was
Was
in,
he in,
The Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods?
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
that recently. He was good in
Yeah,
that.
I've been meaning to watch that, but yeah, really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the actual worst thing was there was a picture leaked of him when Corona started quarantine, where he was skinny because of obviously
Yeah.
of it, and people were meaning it, saying it was like crack panther, and it's just like
Yeah, because
Yeah,
people
yeah.
thought like he was doing like a Christian Bale for a role or something, like
No.
slimming down for
Right.
it. But yeah,
But to actually think like the amount of like good performance he did while suffering from it, like Christ,
well, it didn't stop him from being
No.
like the biggest films. Fucking.
But it's like
Yeah.
with that, it's like he obviously had really good like mental health with it, because I think this is like like proven that if you've got really bad mental health when you've got that stuff, you deteriorate a lot quicker.
oh yeah,
So
if
for
you've got,
him
yeah,
to be
if you
doing
give
that
up,
stuff,
yeah.
constantly, he must have really just been constantly just focused on doing it for like the love of it and not letting it
Yeah,
get to him.
yeah.
But this year, and like because this year, with Black Lives Matter, it's just like out there, and it's like
Yeah, talk about bad timing for all this too. It's such a
like yeah, you think what's his name, Kobe, as well.
Yeah.
Like these really big
Mhm.
actors that were going, and like big celebrities that are going. It's like the timing is just
It
It's
is
just
really
ridiculous.
really lame.
crazy.
There's one more thing we could talk about before heading into the ad break. Actually, we haven't done a Twitter speed round. Do we even want to do it? I kind of don't want to do it because we've already done it in
Yeah,
the fucking
Yeah,
Shadow the
yeah,
Hedgehog
yeah.
episode.
I'm okay with skipping it.
We're gonna skip it this week.
Yeah,
all
we're
right?
skipping it.
We're already going long.
We
now,
don't have
so-
to do it every week.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sort of a
It's a speed round. It's just a beep 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 beep.
Yeah,
yeah.
but we had to talk about it, James. Call of Duty.
Holy mama.
We watched that like announced trailer a couple casts ago, but we didn't talk about it for some reason,
Yeah,
even though this is
it's
just a
'cause
COD podcast at this point. But
Yeah, because crispy bacon actually. That's when the crispy bacon took over. But
Right, yeah.
Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War has officially
Wait,
been
is that what it's
announced.
called? Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes, so it's set. The premise is quite interesting. It's like based on true events of like this secret Russian plan to like cause shit in America and whatnot. So they're going for this really interesting take, but I've heard, I don't know if this is true, that it's a sequel to Black Ops 1.
Oh, are they? What are they doing then? Are they
So it's
retconning? Are they getting rid of Black Ops 2 and 3? Or?
I think they're doing kind of like that Star Wars movie Rogue One.
Yeah.
They're like filling a gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh, is there like a time gap between Black Ops 1 and 2?
Yeah, huge
Oh,
time
okay.
gap.
Okay, there's plenty of space then.
which I'm really concerned about.
Yeah, it turns me right
Why
off.
does that concern you
because-
more?
Because knowing Black Ops 2, 3,
And
or Black
4,
well, primarily 2 and 3 campaign-wise, are in the future of this
this world.
chronology.
But it's still a period piece though, isn't it?
Yeah, but just
Yes.
knowing that it's gonna, like, that same story goes into Black Ops 2 where it's all futuristic fucking
It's a
bullshit.
part, it's like that part. It's a part of that
like,
timeline.
I don't want that
Do you
to
really
be in
think
the
they're
timeline.
gonna link though that directly?
If
No,
it links to Black Ops 1 that much, then yeah.
because then
and
it will
that-
link to
that's
Black
fucked.
Ops 2, because Black Ops 2 is linked to Black Ops 1.
But
Yeah,
don't you
it-
think they'll just like reboot Black Ops 2 at some point?
No,
No, I think what they should have done with this one, if
It's
this
like they
is
did with
meant to be a
Modern
sequel,
Warfare.
yeah, it's just
reboot.
complete
Just call it
reboot.
Black Ops. just-
But
Yeah,
there's
Call
a,
of Duty Black Ops.
there's a problem though, because with the way they're doing Warzone, they're basically linking the new Black Ops to the current rebooted Modern Warfare. So the
That's a good
the
point.
new Modern Warfare will be linked to the Black Ops timeline. The original
Yeah,
Black
which
Ops
is linked
timeline.
to pure shit, being Black Ops
Yes.
3 and a bit of 2.
Yeah. So it
Honestly, like, just from you describing that, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like, that is
it's-
so
it's-
convoluted.
Yeah, which is fine because it is bullshit. But my primary problem
is the sequel Black Ops.
it's my problem with all prequels. Like when you know what's going to happen
It makes
in
it
the
worse.
future, it's harder to get invested.
But they can't. There are examples of them.
Yeah,
doing
there
it
are
right.
example of that being
Better
done
Call Saul,
well,
Red Dead 2.
but still, in terms of just the actual story, never as good as the original.
It's more of a hurdle. For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
But on top of that, knowing that Black Ops goes in the direction that it goes, because I like as good as Black Ops 2 may be, I just can't get down with
Future
the bullshit,
shit.
the fucking future, like walking tanks and shit. Like, let Metal Gear do that. That's not COD.
But like my problem is if they've got this whole platform that is Warzone, which they're doing so much with. It's a whole rebooted Modern Warfare. Why would they link that to the old Black Ops? Why don't they just have both of them rebooted and they link? Because then you can play with that so much. Because Warzone's
and
like the
surprise
connecting.
us.
Yeah, it's like the connecting bit between the two.
Mhm.
Because that's what Warzone's playing at the moment. It's like there's stuff about Black Ops there.
No, I think that's the coolest thing they could do
Yeah.
is have two new franchises being Modern Warfare and Black Ops rebooted, but tie those two in together,
Yeah.
where Modern Warfare is sort of like the main part of the story that you see, then Black Ops is like the stuff behind the scenes.
That's like how
Sort of
it's
the
like
special ops stuff.
how it happened. It's how the events
Yeah.
that led up, and that's how the fucking advertising is going. If you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them. If you don't learn Black Ops, Modern Warfare happens. There's so much good, but if it's a fucking sequel to Black Ops, they fucked it.
But then you also got the funny thing of them like editing the trailer, going
Yes.
against their own messaging and marketing,
Mhm.
which is nice and ironic. But
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the typical like publisher versus artiste, writer
And
shtick.
it's just fucking laughable. But I do have hope for the game. I love COD at the moment.
Yeah, I think above all else, the game will feel great and it will play great, and the setting is cool.
Yeah, I think even if even in worst case, it is just a Black Ops sequel. But I could be wrong on this. It could actually be.
Yeah. But
But-
on top of that, apparently the voice actor for Woods has been replaced.
Which would make sense if it's a reboot.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's not a reboot, that makes it even more confusing.
that
'cause
does
then
make
you
it way more
that
you
confusing.
have a
makes it worse.
middle section of the story
That's a different
where-
voice actor compared to
a
the two in
character
between.
sounds like a different person. Like, yeah. No, it needs to be a reboot, and if it's not, story-wise, I will check out before I even start the game.
But you know, if it is that bad, I will just play Warzone. Don't have to pay for it then.
Yeah.
There you go. And on that note, we're back after these messages.
Game on. Rick and Morty.
Life can be a dick sometimes, so get your dick from out your hand. And don't be a dick, wear a dick. Dick the Head t-shirts available now. Check the description below.
21 Grammys, superstar family,
ready, James?
New Jacksons, and I'm about to
James, don't go on your phone yet. Do this bit, then go on your phone. This is the part of the show where we read out patron names, Dibby tier and above. Let's do this. I'm actually scared after last episode. Big shout out to Steven is Human, Review Tech USA. How many people have called themselves that? Meekly, Conatada. Here we go. Give me poop, give me man, give me fart, give me yes. Give me man, give me fart, give me poop, give me poop. I want man, I want fart, I want. The name is actually so long it can. Timothy Mark. If everyone gives their patron names binary, we can finally have a 3-hour cast. Skibbity bap. Data, wet diapers, shitties, and remember what I said, Timothy. Fuck you. The passionate pisser. James is pissing and shitting and coming, and Jim likes it a lot. If you play Yakuza games with the English dub, you are mentally unstable. I love the fact that James nods in agreement every time. Thomas Martin, Evan Pierce. Hello, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. That's their fucking name. Augie's a cheeky little poo muncher. Gobble gobble, yummy yummy, tasty chocky in my tummy. Kieran Harkins, Noah Kengel, Quebec Films. Kieran Stan Piper Gromit in Azerbaijan. Robert Foe. Could you please stop fucking your pocket pussy? I'm begging you. Aura, Mercedes, Cool Dip Chip, Keck Flexington, Edgy Erica, Tomcat.
Enormous shout-outs to Numa Banana, Ben, Fartbag, Lily, George Kenwood Parker, I got pussy on the brain, that's true, Malware Machine, Fiddle, Dream Awful 2142, Michael G2, Mayo, Shane McSuplex, Smosh Hate Us JARCAST Episode 1, Fionno Gorman, Yummy, let me at that tasty bum, comma, in bracket, in song, close bracket, let me eat it, I want to eat that ass, bracket, out of song, close bracket, come. Muff Murphy, Ethan Height, Dick Cheese on Toast and half a pint of milk, aka Zach Dawes, Sir Caps-a-Lot, Breaking Bad but Jamie is Walt, Breaking Bad but James is Walt, Jim is Jesse, Alex is Saul and Reuben is Hank, Adam Lismore, Acolyte, Beastaban Montez in honor of Beast, thank you, Death Grips Dibby Dosa, Jarling from Louisiana, or you. Yeah, you. Yeah, what do you want? To be honest, I'm bigger than you, and I'm going to fight you. Like, no, seriously though. Don't. Please. With no E at the end of please. So please, I guess.
No, Plez.
No, because it's Pleas.
Plez.
Please. Lewis Horsburgh and Ray Dial.
Alberto Gomez, Sugi Tuples, Kirsten Armstrong. Petition to make Angry Joe an official dibby, you cowards. Adam Johnston, Tom Buiz, Juan Hernandez, Jam, aka the Passion of the Sith will never return. Put grapes up your arsehole, then tense. Benjamin Wilson, Aggie Joe Fetus, Dev, Ruben's Azerbaijani son, Logie Bear, Kane, who's having second thoughts of offering himself to James after his opinions on crispy bacon. No, Josh, you're the piss key. Connie Reed, Big Roops, Gwemblow, Ollie Miles, The Cult of Alex the Lion, Cooter Panda 0101.
Fuck. Keep going, I'll see what I can find.
The Christian Twerker, Review Tech USA.
Another one.
You're a mean one, Rigger Nick Grinch, Aggie13, Katia fucking Manigan, and David Wallace.
Thank you
Big
so
thanks
much.
out.
Thank you so much.
Big thanks.
Forever and ever. 0011.
I found out what it is.
What does it mean?
What is it?
It's pussy.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night, ladies and gentlemen. This is
And
your
welcome
host.
back to this episode of the JARCAST Media.
JARCAST Media.
JARCAST Media.
What's your favourite JARCAST Media, James?
Jar Media.
I like Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr. Welcome to the second half of the JARCAST, where we answer questions from the Jarlings over on our subreddit. Head over there and go to the suggestion thread and ask us whatever you feel like. Honestly, just go ham. Joseph said Khan's going to start us off with, if the Madagascar films were made today, which celebrities do you believe would have been cast? I.e., who is the modern day equivalent to Ben Stiller and company?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, The Rock is Alex, right?
The Rock has COVID.
We didn't mention that either.
Wait, The Rock is COVID.
The Rock and his family has COVID.
The Rock and
James.
his family has COVID.
How does that make you feel?
Pray for the Lord to save my boy, Dwayne.
Yeah, as much as I dislike Dwayne The Rock Johnson personally and professionally, I wish him the best through
Yeah, I
these
don't want him
times.
to like suffer.
No, absolutely not.
How else are we going to get Moana 2? We need that voice box in fucking check.
Yeah, that's a good point. But yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson would be in Madagascar.
Yeah, he'd be Alex.
And
with
Kevin Hart would
Kevin
be
Hart being
Marty.
Yeah.
I think in terms of Melman,
You know, honestly, sorry to interrupt, but part of me wants to say that The Rock might actually be too famous to be Alex the Lion. Because as far as equivalents go, Ben Stiller has never been The Rock. He's never been that famous. He's never been as prolific as The Rock.
Yeah, so Brad Pitt is the Rock in
It might be
Madagascar.
that. What's that comedian that did like Spider Pig? Maybe it would be him, like him or someone like that.
Spider Pig. What, the
Yeah.
guy from Big Mouth?
Yeah. No, it would be Nick Kroll.
Yeah, Nick Kroll as and Spider Pig.
No, Nick
as
Kroll would be good for King Julian. Like really obnoxious, over the top.
Yeah,
silly
holy
accent.
shit. And
Yeah.
his side guy would be Spider Pig.
Right.
Or Mort.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I see it. What about the other two though? Melman and.
Well, no, we
the
have to
other one?
recast Alex and Marty now. I think
No, Kevin Hart would.
Kevin
be
Hart would be in it, but would he be Alex or Marty?
Marty.
Why?
Funny black comedian. It's the same role.
Okay. So Alex would be John Travolta.
Fuck this.
John Travolta would be really.
No, the
good
reason I
too.
say that is because of the new Kevin Hart movie, Die Hard.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it
with John
recently.
Travolta within that film. So John Travolta would be Alex, Melman would be Jake Gyllenhaal, and Gloria would be Iggy Azalea.
Stage TK has one for us. Times change, as do people, so let's revive an old but great topic. What would each of your Transformer names be? Dinosophosaur.
We got Dinosophosaur, we have
Sorgatron.
Zorgatron, and Beast.
Yeah. That was easy.
Sick.
Brain Death Scene says, Iron Man has now actually been added to Fortnite. Thoughts?
Oh yeah, no. I actually saw this recently, and I didn't believe it. But they basically all of the Marvel characters are just in Fortnite now.
Are they like a skin or something?
No, I don't think so.
So, because like I don't keep up with Fortnite to the point where like the last Marvels thing I remember is that Thanos, like
Yeah.
where like you played as Thanos in that game mode.
Yeah, that was a funny gimmick for 5 minutes.
Is there like an Iron Man? Was there an Iron Man? I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I have no idea.
I just know that basically every single franchise has a skin in Fortnite. Star Wars has multiple.
Oh, can we talk about that actually? You mentioning Star Wars. Sorry for like we're jumping around topics like crazy, but like I guess a lot has happened in the last week. Did you see what John Boyega was saying about
Yes.
No.
being really candid about how he thinks like his character was treated on episode 7, 8 and 9?
No.
How he was saying how he felt like he was sidelined, like his character and everything, and he's totally right. He was saying they knew what to do with Rey and they knew what to do with Kylo, but everyone else just got fucking shafted. And it's like you kind of have a point, there, mate.
No, I really think because say what you will about that new franchise, but John Boyega's got charisma.
But how fucking sad is that though? Like he could have been such a cool character.
Yeah, I think he should have been the focus.
Yeah.
Someone
no.
that's less of like a Jedi character.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean that he is such a leading man to me, because he has got charisma just flowing out of it.
But it was a different. It wasn't that. They wasn't going for like a Han Solo thing. It wasn't recapturing.
No.
It was like a new thing. He was he loved the like idea of the franchise and the old films and everything. But he was bringing his new shit to it. Whereas Rey is just the old shit. Kylo Ren's just the old shit. I saw like a joke of someone saying, yeah, they didn't know what to do with Finn because that was like one of the only original ideas they had. They couldn't copy the original trilogy.
Yeah, and
So-
a lot of his writing in 7 really pissed me off. Like just total J.J. Abrams bullshit.
Yeah, no, everyone keeps saying, again, they were like blaming The Last Jedi for his character being bad, but I think 7 squandered it too. I don't think they got it right.
It started off on like a really awkward footing.
It started off on a really strong footing with that opening scene with him with the handprint on thing. That's an awesome place to start that character.
As the whole film goes.
No,
Like
they abandon that like guy who's like left the military thing and he's like on the run and he just becomes, oh, I just want to be Rey. I love Rey. Rey, what's happened to Rey? And that's his whole character.
Yeah, it's super lame.
But doesn't that sound cool though, James? Like the main character of the new Star Wars movie is someone who used to be a stormtrooper who's like rebelled against it or whatever.
Yeah, like that. When I haven't seen the last one. I've seen the first two. He's the best thing about them by far. Only reason I actually really like them because he's so
And he's got that weird kiss in The Last Jedi with Kelly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I want to throw that in there. Though. I thought that was.
He's great though. Love him.
Yeah, he's cool. He's a cool guy. Ewan Vivo says, Alex, what do you think of the Mario Lego? Considering buying any. We talked about this in the Shadow the Hedgehog episode, but like, I'm not keen on this Mario Lego, Jim. I'm gonna be honest. I was so thrilled when they announced they were doing it. This is like, I flash back to like early YouTube days where it was all about like these. Is Men in Black 3 ever gonna come out? that kind of like fucking time. And the idea of Mario Lego was like,
yeah, it seems so obvious, and I don't know how they messed it up so bad.
Yeah, if you look what it is, like they've done this like weird fucking thing where they've made this custom figure, this custom chunky.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a Lego character. You know?
No, because it's like a gimmick figure where you like put on the toys and it like makes noises.
But I'm fine with that being an option, but just have like the Mario
picture
1-1.
Of how shit this looks. That's the Lego Mario figure. It sucks.
Okay, that looks fucking worse than I actually imagined.
How cool would it be if you could just have a Lego 1-1? Not the whole thing, but just the classic three blocks, space above them, then one block.
The actual sets I don't mind, but I just wish there was like minifigs.
Yeah,
they have done like character packs, which I have to admit do look pretty sick. They're like pretty accurate to the like.
Okay, they look cool.
The enemies, but like
specifically
the
the water one looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've got some good ones, and maybe we'll get something. Can you imagine like a Lego Smash Bros, like a Lego
Zelda
Battlefield or whatever?
As well, on Mario, they recently announced the 3D collection for Switch.
Yeah,
that's another thing that fucking happened.
Yeah, that actually happened after the Shadow episode.
Yes, this is
recent.
And
there were those rumours, weren't they, about all these Mario games being repackaged,
but fuck you, Nintendo.
Explain.
So they've made it so you can only buy the game up until the 31st of March.
When does it actually come out though?
It comes out in a week or two from now.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, which is cool, but I mean, why are you limiting when people can buy this product from? Like, if you don't buy it by the 31st of March, then you just can't get it.
So their business model is you have until this date to buy it, and then it's gone.
So it's like COD packs. It's like fucking microtransactions packs.
But it more reminds me of what like Disney would do with their like videotapes. Do you remember that? There was the Disney Vault, and like certain movies would be in the Disney Vault, and like until they decided to release their special video, you couldn't like buy it in any like any modern form. Thing is though, you can complain as much as you want, people are going to buy it in droves, and they're
exactly.
So
I mean,
much money.
I'm probably going to buy it.
I'm probably going to buy it. 3 entire games for like a
how much is it going to
destroy?
Is it going to be full priced?
It probably will be like $59.99.
Yeah, for like 20-year-old games.
People will pay though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a joke.
And
we're all suckers to it. It pisses me off that I'm a sucker to it. Because what they're doing is wrong, but
you want it
I want
bad.
I want it bad enough that I'm going to get it. Whether I get it when it comes out. I'm just
confused as to like
the 31st of March.
I'm really confused as to like someone who buys a Switch in 2 years, like can they not buy it? Or by then will there be a new form of it? It is confusing.
That's an aspect that's stupid on their part. Like if you're releasing an exclusive for your console,
but surely this is a tack to try and get people to buy Switches this holiday season.
Yeah, potentially, but then you're fucking
what if they're trying to sell off Switches and then like next year they announce a new Switch or something, and it's like,
well, there's one soon.
That's what I mean. There will be some reason for it, but businesses be businessing. Chuffer McDonald says, James, what is the best intro for an anime, and why is it Neon Genesis?
Oh, fuck's sake! No, you can't do this to me.
No, you have to admit the intro is iconic. Yeah, it is a good one.
No, it
Cowboy
is.
Bebop as well, obviously.
Cowboy Bebop has a way better one. So fucking good.
That's like the obvious one. Yeah.
It's the obvious one. The Naruto ones don't fucking count.
James, this Death Note doesn't have like a funny intro, does it? I can't remember because if I watched it on Netflix, so
Yeah,
it
I
probably
might have skipped
auto
it every
skipped it if
time.
it did have one. If it
Yeah.
does, I think it might actually have one. I think it's really stupid.
Not on the subject of anime, but Netflix. Something that pissed me off, because I watched all of Mad Men
Mm-hmm.
on Netflix. Never saw the intro once.
Oh, really?
It auto skipped it every time. So I didn't even
Never
know
saw
what the
it.
intro was until I watched it on YouTube
Oh.
after I'd finished the show. And I feel like at least for the first episode, you need to see that intro.
You do. You can
Because
see
it
on-
sort
I
of
thought that's
sets
what
up
they did,
this
but-
whole thing. This, like, will they, won't they thing with Mad Men that I won't go into due to spoilers and stuff. Watch Mad Men, it's incredible.
But
James, your answer?
There's quite a few. Serial Experiments Lane has a really nice one. Really
I'll take your
strange
word for
anime. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann has a really good one as well. Initial D has
Yu-Gi-Oh!
many fucking incredible ones.
The original Yu-Gi-Oh show has a really funny intro.
Yeah, that's true.
There's loads of good intros.
Pokemon.
Berserk has a
Pokemon
good
wins.
one.
Holy shit.
But like the 90s one.
Yeah, gotta catch 'em all.
Have you seen some of the like animated Pokemon shows now? Like have like a pretty good art style and like weirdly good animation. I've seen
Yeah.
like clips
Really?
from
No,
it.
we watched like part of a movie. I think it was a recent movie that came out. I think it's on Netflix or something. We watched it. We started watching it downstairs. Yeah, it's got really
You
good
forget
animation.
about how much just Pokemon media that is released.
Mm.
It's
You
huge.
could just be a Pokemon fan and like that's just your thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's almost seasonal and it still is one of the most popular each season. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only like 6 months ago Ash finally became the Pokemon fucking champion. He did it. He finally did it.
Fuck.
Let's do 3 more. Nat Figure says, if you had to create a new open world Rockstar IP, where and when would you have set it in, and what would the premise be?
LA and street racing.
That's not a time period.
It's a Rockstar game already.
Yeah.
Midnight Club LA.
Yeah.
What happened? I want to see them do something science fiction. I really
No.
want to see it.
No, I want to see.
I'd say that, but I think Cyberpunk is
Cyberpunk's
going
doing
to sort
that.
of fill that gap.
Mm.
I guess, but like different tone, different genre of sci-fi. Because Cyberpunk's a certain
Yeah.
thing, you know. I wouldn't want to see
Yeah.
them go for that.
No,
I wouldn't
I
want to see a
think-
Cyberpunk game from them.
I think with Red Dead existing, I'd want something they could have like a Western spin on.
But sci-fi's
No,
good for that.
no,
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
What I'd think is, I know this is touching on fucking LA noir, but like post World War II and like the rise of the New York Mafia, that would probably be an
Or what
interesting
about
one.
like Peaky Gangsters, Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
Fucking
That would also
type
work. It'd have to be
settings.
related.
I think it would have to be set after, like post World War II at
Yeah.
least,
Mm.
because like cars need to be a thing. It's
Right.
Grand Theft Auto.
Well, yeah, but like
I mean, if it's a new IP, yeah, I guess. But again, that's sort of too close to Red Dead. You know, even
were
with
they
it being
going to make that science? They were going to make like an exclusive for PlayStation 3, and it was like some science fiction-y game, and it was in development for years, and then they just canned it suddenly. Agent, yeah, it was called Agent.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I think it's hard to say. Because all I can think of is just a GTA, but a period piece.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense.
Because I mean, GTA like can sort of do any genre,
Yeah.
but
Sorry, Agent was it was going to be a Cold War 70s game.
really,
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense if the rumors about GTA 6 are true. If they are going to do like a 70s,
Vice City.
yeah, Vice City.
I'm
sort
not.
of
Yeah,
cartel thing.
I'm not a long time enough fan of Rockstar to really know what more I want to like. What I want to see them
Well, that-
flex.
That's the thing. Their games sort of thrive in based
Sim.
in some sort of reality. So I think going ahead would be a misstep for them.
Yeah.
They should always be looking back.
Do you think so?
In my opinion, yeah.
They've got the two major things covered there. They've got really old, and then they've got like contemporary.
But
Is there
I
anything
don't
in
want to see
between?
them do a fantasy.
No.
Like,
No,
definitely
I don't
not.
want to see that either.
And I think their like GTA 5 driving physics are just like so fun.
Don't you want to just? I
want
want to
driving in
see. I almost want to see them go goofy, just so I can see what they do when there's
I mean,
no
they have gone
restrictions.
goofy
Yeah,
with
they have. It's
GTA
GTA
5.
yeah.
No, but
online.
like with a consistent tone, with the story as like in depth and like emotional as like Red Dead 2 or
No,
whatever.
because then it's called Saints Row. You can't.
What?
That's it. Yeah. No, I agree with you there because I
What do
think
you mean it's called
if,
Saints
if you
Row?
take it to a goofy level,
You get Saints Row.
then it's hard to apply.
No, I'm
this
saying-
emotion to it.
I'm saying like a goofy setting that's not real, like a science fiction setting.
I mean, that's not necessarily goofy. Sci-fi isn't always
yeah.
goofy.
No,
I
guess, but like
I don't really like Rockstar goof because GTA 4, like, it's a super flawed game, but how much it puts itself in the gritty, like, New York,
Misery. And getting out
yeah,
of the
Eastern
sort of
European
shit.
scumbag, like, that's your character. It really makes you feel that grit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Rockstar excels at. So it has to be something like dirty.
Yeah, like Red Dead has that grit as well. It has that
Yeah.
fucking cowboy grit. And GTA 5 to me is worse than 4 because of it's not got any grit. It's
Really?
just too
It does. No, it
polished.
does have some grit.
yeah,
but
like when you're
it-
introduced to Trevor, he's like pushing a limb down
Yeah,
the
but then
toilet
it's
in
far
a
too-
fucking
it's
like grimy fucking trailer van thing.
Yeah,
I think that game has loads of it. It shows all the different types of grime too. All the different, and like you got the suburban grime, you got the fucking
Country
rich
grime.
Yeah, you got all sorts.
and the hood grime.
I think if a new GTA just between World War 1 and 2.
Not a GTA.
Yeah.
No, because there's got to be cars.
There was cars.
Yeah, but shit cars.
Would you be
I
into
wanna
a game
drive
though
them.
with cars like from that period?
Yeah, cars on that period are fucking sick as
They are
fuck.
sick, but I don't think there's like enough.
Surely they'll be
variety.
limited to like
No, I
40 miles an hour.
think I think 70s, 80s.
No, if
70 like 78, 79.
Have they done a 70s
No.
GTA yet?
No.
They've
if
done an
anything-
80s with Vice City.
No, we
but-
don't need 80s. 70s would be cool, or 60s.
Yeah, 70s
even.
would
No,
be like
I think-
late 70s, I think.
Literally post World War 2. Because then you got all the rise of like McDonald's and shit. And that cool kind of fucking American.
Yeah, but then you're pushing
greaser.
on like 60s, and I don't think they'd want to be too associated to like Mafia 3.
Yeah, but like the whole greaser shit and like post World War 2 is so interesting. And they haven't done that. They haven't done that. So
Yeah.
They that's open.
But I think 70s, because a big part of Rockstar games to me as well is the music.
Mm.
And 70s is like my favourite decade of music.
50s had good music though.
A GTA games based in the 70s is what I want.
50s.
50s had a lot of fucking shit music.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, because it'd just be Fallout on an actual good game.
What 50s music do you listen to, James?
Fallout soundtrack.
Rob from Real Rob says, here are a couple fuck, marry, kills for you guys. So we got a couple of these to go through. Fuck, marry,
Yeah.
kill. Kanye West, Will Smith, Drake.
Kill Drake.
Yeah, kill Drake.
Yeah.
Fuck Will Smith. No. Fuck Kanye, marry Will Smith.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is the only answer.
Okay,
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane, Seth Rogen, and John Oliver.
Marry John Oliver.
No, I killed John Oliver
Yeah.
myself.
No, it's either kill John Oliver. What was the other ones?
Seth Rogen and Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, kill John Oliver or Seth MacFarlane.
No, I'd probably kill Seth Rogen.
I'd rather fuck Seth MacFarlane than...
Yeah, no, that's true.
than
Yeah,
John
kill
Oliver.
John Oliver, fuck Seth MacFarlane, marry Seth Rogen. Without a doubt.
Yeah,
This
that works.
is okay. So
Yeah,
that
I'd definitely
works.
marry Seth Rogen out of those
Oh,
three.
yeah.
Lizzo, Brie Larson, and Ellen
Ellen who?
DeGeneres.
Kill.
Was it degenerate?
Yeah, she's a degenerate. Kill.
Yeah, I guess kill Ellen.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not familiar with Lizzo.
She's
An American singer, rapper, songwriter.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I just go. Yeah, I know who she is. I don't know. Kill Ellen.
Yeah,
Killa.
Yeah, we all
Killa.
agree there.
The rest don't matter, to be honest.
What's the third?
Brie
Larson.
Brie Larson. I'd probably marry Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it's not fucking Cardi B.
Nick Kroll, the Beast from the Chase, and Tyrese Gibson.
I'd marry Tyrese. Easy any day.
Kill Nick Kroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I personally, I'd marry the Beast.
Who's the Beast?
The Beast. From
Yeah,
the
I'd
Chase.
rather fuck Tyrese.
No, I'd marry him.
No, I'd marry.
No, but James, could you deal with that, like the emotions of him, like begging to be in Fast and Furious movies just so he can get his paycheck to pay off?
Okay, I'll
his...
fuck him then.
There you go. And finally, Angry Joe, Doug Walker, and Keemstar.
Kill Keemstar.
Yeah, he's actually a horrible person though. She kind of deserves it.
Yeah.
I don't mean he does deserve it. I mean,
fuck Doug Walker. Marry Angry Joe.
Angry Joe seems the nicest to have in your
Yeah,
life.
I think he'd look after me.
And you get to just inherently know other Joe through that. So
Yeah.
you might get a quick side piece with him.
Yeah, quick side Joe.
He gets 2 for the price of 1.
Side Joe. Let's end on this one from Will and Red. It's not really a question as much as a bit of feedback or whatever. Hi guys, I'm Will Hope. Wait, no. I'm Will. Hope you're all good. Just wanted to say that this is my favourite podcast and you have made me in stitches countless times. I've been listening from the start of the Old Jar Media channel, which I used to tune into when I was doing photography work at secondary school. Crazy to believe that was 5 years ago. I've never asked anything before because I didn't know what to ask and just liked listening to the community questions and was afraid it wouldn't get seen. I love hearing about your Jersey stories because I'm probably the one geezer on this rock that listens to you guys. That is crazy. My question is this. You and Jim were talking about a secret hideout that you used to have while in Jersey. Do you guys recall whereabouts this is? I would try and find it and send photos if you remember. Thanks for everything, guys. Keep up the funniest cast, Keep up the funniest cast, sorry. It's really hard reading with these fucking sunglasses on. That I listen to and keep being cool.
First of all, that's fucking awesome.
That's insane that someone from Jersey listens.
But I mean, first of all, our secret hideout, it wasn't very secret, like by any means. It
was more like kind of a hollowed out bush.
Yeah, there were some trees, and it was just down at the end of our road.
But the island is so small, to be honest. If I just open it up in maps, I might be able to find a general whereabouts of where the fuck it was.
I mean, I don't remember our address when we lived in Jersey.
But surely
we left there when I was 5.
I can still take you all to the places my little dens when I was a kid.
We'd have to be there to see it though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where it actually is.
If I was there, like looking at our old house, I could walk us to the den.
Now, this will be irrelevant to everyone except for this one guy who might not even be listening, but I vaguely remember from where it stood, there was like a kind of a sharp, what's the best way to describe it? It's like a wall, and then there was like what's the best way to describe this? Like where it was, it was like raised, and you could see over, and there was like an abandoned like factory, and like all the kids had these rumors that there was like a killer in the fucking abandoned factory or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, but this would have been like decades ago at this point.
I don't remember that at all.
Do you not? Yeah. Sorry, mate. They did also say though, but if you couldn't ask that question, would you guys ever consider having any guests on the cast like you did with Colossal? And how long do you guys see yourself doing the podcast for? And do you have any goals for the channel?
We're going to take over PewDiePie. We're coming for you.
Yeah, that's the goal. But in terms of how long we're going to do it for, at least until one of us dies.
Yeah. Then we have to stuff the body and put it on the cast, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's the
I sometimes thinking about
James
that
has
when
been
I'm feeling
taken
morbid. Like, what would I expect you guys to do if I died?
Continue the cast. We have to.
With your taxidermy body.
Do you think it depends on my death. Like
What do you mean?
Because like the implications, if I died doing something like ridiculous that was my own fault, as opposed to like, let's say something really cheery, like
Okay, no, okay. Let's put it into an easy question. I drive my car, I crash, I die. What would you do with my body? How would you put stuff
Why would
in?
we have to deal with the body?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, you've thought about it from that perspective. If I died, what would you do for the JARCAST?
My instinct is to say it's done. You can't just keep going.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would say if you or James were to go.
I think there's the relationship between us is too close where it would be really it would be disrespectful to actually continue.
Yeah, it would feel wrong to continue.
Yeah, it would just be like. So, I don't think we even make a video announcing it. It's just like
Yeah, it would just be done.
Yeah, we'd just be like
It'd be over.
Maybe a Reddit post or something.
It would just be one of those emotional images, black and white images of you. With, like,
Then again, we could make loads of money from it if we had like a good thumbnail.
Yeah.
Like the reason we've taken this hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I would cash in.
Let's hope I don't. None of us
IG
die
is
anytime
dead?
soon.
Question mark. Final episode.
We,
IHE leaves jar bracket real.
Yeah, forever.
and we have to taxidermy the body, and we just.
Yeah, there is a reason.
No,
James
that's the
has
final
been
episode.
taxidermied.
We all die at the same time, then we all get taxidermied, and we just have a live stream of our taxidermy bodies with the mics just fucking just on YouTube.
Well, no, because we agreed that if one of us were gonna go out, we were gonna meme it, and we were gonna make out this like demon ritual and like make this mystery around the death.
No, but the agreed thing is that we go to Sammy's, and then one of us orders an extra large mixed kebab.
That's it. That's it.
That's how
That's
we
how we
reveal
communicate,
to the
yeah.
other one that we're going to die soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of our deal.
I don't know why, because we were just sitting there, and I was just like, if any of us are dying, we just got to order the extra large fucking mix, because it's just like no human can eat it, so it can only mean one thing. It's like a fucking 17 quid fucking kebab.
No, it's actually ridiculously cheap for the amount of
fucking meat.
Just the amount of quantity.
Yeah, for the amount of fuel.
Right, yeah.
You know?
You
So
can buy that, take it
Jarlings-
home and feed yourself for a week with it.
If any jarling sends us a fucking picture of that extra large doner kebab from fucking Sammy's, I'm gonna fucking worry, man.
Yeah, it's a yikes moment.
Yeah. So that's episode 219 for you guys. All done. Jim, take us away. Come on. Oh, do I have to play the bongos?
Yeah, thank you for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed this show.
Pip pop boy on the Guardian boy. Pip pop boy on the Guardian boy.
hey.
Pip pop boy on the Guardian boy. Pip pop boy on the Guardian boy.
Here we go.